Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, we are going to be doing a garage tour. A very, very large garage tour. If we take a look at my stats page, we can see I've spent $750 million on overall expenses when it comes to this account. And this is actually my broke to billions account, which is kind of insane when you think about it. And a lot of people have been asking me, what do I spend my money on? And other people have been asking, can they see a garage review? I did a previous garage review, I think when I spent about $500 million on the account. Since then, there have been a lot of new cars added into the game, and I have a lot new garages. For example, the Eclipse Blvd Garage did not exist to what I'm aware at that time. So I literally have 50 new cars to showcase, if not more. So that's exactly what we'll be doing in today's video. So let's get straight into it. I'm just going to go over the cars in each garage. Some of them might not be upgraded. I've just purchased some, they've been sitting there. For example, this Tauros over here. But yeah, I guess we'll be testing my knowledge of every single car. So we got the Penthouse course. I literally just put this in this garage because I'm going to be making a video on the Italy Stinger TT, which here is going to be going into my agency garage. So we got the Penthouse course. We've got a fantastic Armored Shafter V12, Sultan RS Custom. Is this the Calico GTF? I'm pretty sure. And then we got the base Sultan. This is such a nice car. I wish they'd give it liveries, but I still actually really like the Sultan. We got the Annis 300R here, one of my favorite Amani Tech vehicles. I love the Nissan Z, want to get it in real life. And then we have an upgraded Tauros and an unupgraded Tauros. I don't know why I own two, but I guess I purchased two of them. We have the Stinger TT here and the Walton L35. I really like old pickup trucks. I, in real life, own a 1983 Toyota pickup, so I'm a big fan of all old vehicles. So the Walton, actually one of my favorite looking trucks in the game. So now we make our way to level 2 of our garage, which is obviously going to bring us to 10 more vehicles. Right in front of us, we have the Kuruma. This is not the armored Kuruma, but just the basic Kuruma. It has so many good livery options. The car actually looks amazing in my opinion. This is the Blvd 770, one of the nicest looking sports cars in the game. Absolutely love the design and look of the car. We have another Penthouse course. I probably bought two separate ones for two different videos on the vehicle, so that's why we got two sitting in my garage. I actually really like this paint job though. I think it looks really nice, as well with the blue one as well. We have a Duco Death. This is just kind of chilling in this garage, probably because I didn't have another slot to put it. And this here, I actually don't know what this is, to be honest. I don't pay too much attention to motorcycles. Oh, I didn't realize you can just take a look here. We got the Ruffian. Okay, not insured, so that's probably just a motorcycle I threw into this garage at some point. All right, well, we got the Annis 300, or the Annis S80RR, is what I meant to say. This is an incredible little supercar. It's got fantastic handling. It's right up there next to the LM87. It's not as good, but I still think it's a really fun car, and it has some great liveries. Then we got these two off-road vehicles here, the Vapid Ratel. These are okay. Honestly, they're not the best because they're rear-wheel drive instead of all-wheel drive, which is super weird as they are off-roading buggies. So personally, I like the Desert Raid, I like the trophy truck better, but you can see I own two of them here. I think both of these liveries look fantastic, and I just wanted to make some different styles. So I think the vehicle looks really, really nice. We have a Massacre, which I never customized. I think I purchased it because Rockstar removed it from the game, and I just wanted to have it. And then we also have a Jester, and wow, does the Jester look nice. It's such an old car, but Rockstar did a fantastic job on the livery options for that vehicle. You can see that for the most part, a lot of the cars I have in these garages are upgraded, but there are some random vehicles here and there, mainly because of the fact that I just want to make reviews on vehicles. I throw them in my garage and then I kind of forget about them. Ooh, we got some nice cars here. This is the Spectre, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the Spectre Custom. The Spectre is a vehicle you can buy on Benny's, and then you can upgrade it there to get the Spectre Custom. I actually think it's a super, super nice looking sports car, and it's one that you don't see anymore. But yeah, it's incredibly clean. It reminds me of the Blvd 770. This is the VST-R. And it is a sports car, kind of a sleeper, super fast, 126 mile per hour top speed, great handling, overall, really, really solid vehicle. Can't complain when it comes to this vehicle. This is the Torero. It's a sports classic, and I don't actually know why it's in this garage. Probably, again, because it was on sale and I made a review on it, because I have another Torero inside of my auto shop, but I really like the color of this. This is gasoline green, if I'm not mistaken, and it looks fantastic. In front of us, we have the XA21. Honestly, this is one of my favorite supercars in the game. It's got a pop-up spoiler, which alone is amazing, and I think it looks so good in so many different color options. It doesn't have any liveries, which is disappointing, but it's still an amazing vehicle, all considered. We have the Zarusso here. This is another supercar that I absolutely love. Looks amazing, has fantastic liveries, actually has really good handling for what it is. I love the rear design of this car, the way that the lights are put on it. I also really like the fact that you can see the exhaust on the bottom. Just a super fantastic looking supercar overall. This is the Progen GP1, one of the cheapest supercars in the game. It's not very fast, doesn't feature very good handling. It's based off a McLaren F1 if I'm not mistaken, but it's still a really nice looking vehicle, so because of that, I can't knock it too hard. We have an APC. Everybody loves the APC. It's got a dangerous gun. It's not the fastest, but obviously it's going to destroy whatever's in front of it. We have a Sentinel here. I remember this video. I made a video talking about why it's a really cool car because it's got the convertible roof, and I actually really think it's still a fantastic little sedan. We have the... Ooh, my brain's drawing a blank here. I know this is a Fister Comet. I just don't remember which one it is. This is the SR. There you go. Fister Comet SR. Now, the SR is honestly great. It's got one of the best lap times for a sports car. I think it's still in the top 10. It's got really decent handling. It's got great top speed, and I think it looks really nice. Like, yeah, it doesn't have the most customization going for it, but it's super clean. And I think clean kind of sleeper cars are still really underrated, so no complaints there. We finish off with this, which is the weaponized Tampa. You can see we got that dual remote minigun on the roof. I think I made this just because I think it looks really nice. I have a weaponized Tampa inside of my weaponized garage, which is in my office building, but I also wanted to make one that didn't have any armor paneling because the armors really doesn't make much of a difference. So that is garage level 3. Now we move on to garage number 4. The crazy part is we're probably only about 10% through all the cars I own in the game once we finish this garage. There are so many other spots. Ooh, we got some nice ones and some funky ones here as well. Starting off, we have another Dubachi 770. This one's lime green. I also really like this. I think the red's nicer, but still not going to complain. This is a Tundra Panther. This is a not great car in terms of handling or top speed, but really nice looking car. This is based off the Alpine A110 in real life, and it's one of my favorite cars in real life. It just looks super nice. I know not everybody likes the car, but I personally really like it. We move on to obviously the Zentorno. This is a vehicle that everybody knows and loves, so no complaints here. We have the... Oh man, this is the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Bravado Hot Ring Hellfire. Another really cool looking vehicle. Kind of underrated. You don't see these driving around all too much, but man, I think this is such a cool looking sports car. Absolutely fantastic. This is... Oh man, I always forget the name of this. It's an electric car, the Tesseract. Yeah, the Tesseract is all right. It's pretty good on handling. It's one of the fastest accelerating cars in the game. However, I would say that after Rockstar has added the Virtue, the Tesseract is kind of useless because of the fact the Virtue's kind of better. But I still think it's really cool looking, so at least it's got that going for it. We have here, this is a Koenigsegg Sig in real life, but obviously in game it's the Overflawed Entity XXR. I really like this livery. I think this is wine red I put on the car, or not livery, but paint job. I think it looks so clean with wine red. It's a very fast vehicle. Unfortunately, its lap time is a bit in the mediocre characters, but still really fun car. We have the Pegassi Tempesta in front of us. This is one of the better lap time vehicles. I think it's in the top 20. It's actually a fantastic vehicle on customization as well. It's a little unfortunate that it's an older vehicle, so it doesn't feature a livery option, but I still really like the look of the Tempesta. This is the Turismo, one of the OG cars, and we can see that it's OG. You can see just how bad the polygons are on this vehicle, but still, I think the Turismo is such an amazing looking vehicle. Even though it's not the fastest, and it doesn't feature the best handling, it's still a really fantastic vehicle. Oh boy, we arrive at the BF Raptor, yeah, it car. There you go. And then finishing off, we have the Pantera de Tomaso in real life, or the Lampadati Viscerus in game. I love this car. It looks amazing. I mean, how can you not like this vehicle? It's got pop-up headlights. It's so aggressive looking with the spoiler on the back. I love this vehicle. I think it's such a nice sports classics. So we arrive to the final garage, level 5. Then we will be done with our first 50 cars. That's a lot of cars to go through, but to be fair, we are about 10 minutes into the video. There's still quite a bit left to go, obviously, so expect this to be a decently long video. Okay, well, starting off with the Tally RSX. This is one of the fastest sports cars on PC, and it's one of the fastest sports cars on console as well. It's really fast, over 130 miles per hour. This is the Frankenstein, or something like that. Frankenstein, that's what it is. Not my personal cup of tea, but it's a cool car. That's what I'll say. Moving on, we have the Autark. This is a really, really nice vehicle. I think it has great customization. It's super fast, has great overall handling. I really like the Autark, and I think it's a super underrated supercar, so not going to complain there. This is the Greenwood, an Amani Tech vehicle. You can see the Amani Tech plating on the side if you look closely. I like the Greenwood. As I said before, I like sports classics, and this is kind of like a classic muscle. I think it looks really nice. The only problem with the Greenwood is it's kind of the worst of the Amani Tech vehicles, but it's also one of the cheapest, so I don't think it's awful. Like, all Amani Tech cars are great, and if you like the design of this, it's not bad. It's just one of the worst Amani Tech cars in the game. This, if I'm not mistaken, is the Cinque Mila, and yes, that is what it is. Oh man, I just love this livery. I think this is the nicest livery in the game, honestly. There's a lot of liveries, but I just love the way that purple fades into the midnight purple I put on the car. It looks so nice. Absolutely love driving this car. I think it's based off of Maserati in real life. Love it. This is the Torero XO. You can see we got kind of our takeout box looking livery on it. I love this livery, looks great, and the Torero XO itself is one of the fastest supercars, so no complaints there. We have another Massacro in this garage here, another great looking car, so can't really complain there. We have a Reaper. I'm surprised I remember the name of the Reaper, because this is such an old car. Yeah, the Pegassi Reaper, it's not really that good of a car, but I think it looks really nice. It's obviously based off of some sort of Aventador or something like that. Really, really, really cool vehicle. Then we arrive at the Albany Brigham. Not my favorite car, I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of vehicles like this. It's not very fast, it's kind of funky looking, but obviously it's based off the Ghostbusters car, so I guess you can't get too mad. We finish off with another S80RR. Not sure why I have another in this garage, but I actually really like this livery. I think this one looks better than the Cola livery I had on the other car. Indeed, we do have another Torero in our garage. So indeed, we do own another Torero here. I think the red looks amazing. The gasoline green, though, indeed, we do have another Torero. I think this looks great. I also think the gasoline green in our Eclipse Boulevard garage looks fantastic as well. Next up, we have the Cheetah Classic, and I mean, look at this vehicle. Holy nice. This is such a cool looking sports classic. It's one of the best in the game, in my opinion. It's got great handling and just amazing. We have another Ferrari in front of us. This is the Ferrari F40, obviously. We got orange with a white stripe down the center. I think it's obviously an amazing car. I mean, how can you not like the Ferrari F40? It's just an absolute dub. And finishing off over here, we have the Infernus Classic. This is another super nice car based off the Diablo, obviously. And yeah, the Infernus Classic, it's got good speed. It's got really good looks going for it. So just a fantastic vehicle. This is the Z-Type. I don't love the Z-Type, but it is a fast car. It's in fact one of the fastest sports classics in the game. It's cool looking, and I really can't say too much bad about it. It's just not my favorite sports classic. This is the Rapid GT Classic. It's a kind of like 1960s, 70s Shelby GT 350, something like that. It's obviously a muscle car, and it's obviously a Ford of some sort. Big fan of that car. We have this, which is the Vapid Retinue. It's honestly sports classics you'd think that is kind of bad, but once you get this thing kitted out for off-roading, rallying, it's really nice. It's got a lot of customization, so I actually really, really like it. This is the James Bond car. You can see we got those front-mounted machine guns that actually work. This is the JB700W, standing for weaponized. It took Rockstar forever to give this thing actually weapons that work, which is really, really cool. I'm a big fan of the car. I think it looks amazing. Then we have the Casco. The Casco was for years my favorite sports classic and car in GTA. I just think it's an incredibly nice looking vehicle. It's super clean. It sounds amazing, and it's just an amazing car. Then we finish off here with the Annis Silvestra. The Silvestra's all right. I can't say there's anything incredible about it, but I still like the vehicle quite a bit. So obviously not too much in terms of my auto shop, but still a pretty solid garage nonetheless. Making our way inside of my smallest garage, we have an apartment I got for free when I purchased the Criminal Enterprise starter pack that came with my Broke to Millions account. In this garage, we have two fully upgraded vehicles, the Vapid Pisswasser Dominator and the Vapid Stanier LE Cruiser. The reason my Stanier's in here is A, I didn't have a lot of garage slots, and B, because you need to store this vehicle in some sort of garage near a location to get this really, really cool police light bar on the roof. So that's why it's in this garage. I really like the Stanier though, so actually this is one of my favorite garages due to the fact this vehicle is in here. Making our way over to Los Santos International Airport, we arrive at the LSIA Garage. And this is mainly my off-road garage. I obviously have a lot more off-road vehicles scattered around, which we'll have to find, but this is where I tried to store all of my off-road vehicles at one point when I didn't have that many vehicles. So, we have the BF Dune FAV. This is a really cool car. It has proximity mines, and I can't say it's anything insane, but it's a fun little dune buggy. We have the Bobcat XL, which is, it's alright. It's got decent off-road capabilities, and I think it looks really nice, but that's about it. Then we arrive at the Canis Mesa, one of the coolest off-roading vehicles in the game. It looks amazing. It's obviously a Jeep that's been absolutely kitted out, so I really like the Mesa. We have the Vapid Sand King XL. Actually, this is just the Sand King short wheelbase, not the XL. The XL is quite a bit larger, which I actually don't have in this garage. I like the short wheelbase better because it gives you better grip. It's got a shorter wheelbase, but it's still a really, really cool truck. Such a fun vehicle to mess around with. We have the Vapid Contender. This is, it's actually a great vehicle. It's in the SUVs category, funny enough. It doesn't show that here, but yeah, it's an SUV instead of an off-road category, which is weird, but it's one of the fastest SUVs, going upwards of 120. It's got great off-road capabilities, so actually a solid pickup. We have the, Dubsta 6x6. Such a fun vehicle. It looks amazing. I'm always so glad Rockstar added this into the game, and it's just a really fun vehicle to drive off-road, mess around with. It's got one of the best suspensions in the game, so just really fun. We have the big old Guardian. This is probably my favorite off-roader. A, because the snorkels actually work, and the vehicle is just so big. It's so fun to off-road with. We got the Camacho, another Jeep-style vehicle. This is the Weenie, if I'm not mistaken. No, the Winky. I was close. The Winky and the Weenie, basically same thing. The Winky, it's like a 1940s Jeep from World War II. Wheelless Jeep or my brain's dying. Either way, it's a fun vehicle. It's not the best, but it is a cool little off-roader. This, oh man, I love this. This is the Yosemite Rancher. I love the design of it. Just so much customization. Such a nice looking vehicle. Absolutely love it. Would love to have a vehicle like that in real life. And obviously we finished off with the Dune FAV. We head over to our arena. Now, I don't know if my arena is actually full up on vehicles. I know that the first level is, but I'm actually not 100% sure if B level 2 and 3 are fully filled out. I think these are like my last garage slots that I haven't actually filled out yet in GTA. To be fair, though, I can just find more property. So what do we have here? Well, as you can see, we are missing some slots. So that even this garage here isn't fully filled out, but we do have a lot of vehicles here. We have 2 death bikes, which looks absolutely amazing. We have the Future Shock death bike here, which I love the design of. And then we also have the Nightmare death bike, which I also think looks really, really cool. I just wanted to own 2 of them. You can see I've placed them across from each other because they look amazing. Over here, we got the big old Bravado Future Shock Sasquatch. This truck, I think, is one of the coolest looking in the game. It's a monster truck, and unlike the base monster Marshall, you can actually upgrade this thing, which makes it even cooler. So I love the Sasquatch. Over here, we got the weird Bruiser. I'm not a big fan of the Bruiser. I mean, it's cool looking and it's fast, but I never use this car. I just think it looks kind of funky, which is cool. We have the Scarab, which is an off-road tank. It's a little unfortunate. It's the fastest tank in the game, but it's not really that impressive in its capability, so it's a little disappointing. And we have this, which is the Imperator. The Imperator is cool. It's got a plow in the front, which does some decent ramming damage. It's really fast, and I think it's a cool looking muscle car, so I can't really hate it. It just kind of sucks on handling, as all the Arena War vehicles do. Over here, we have the Future Shock ZR380, and we have another Future Shock ZR380. I think both of these look amazing. I did a black one without any weapons, just because I wanted to have a car that was unweaponized, unarmored, that looked amazing. And then we have the armored variants over here, and you can see the difference of the two. I think both of them look great, and I really can't complain. Let's head over to level 2. I honestly don't know if I have vehicles in level 2 of this garage. I'm going to say yes, that there is a couple, but nope, actually there aren't. That's actually really good to know for the future because, yeah, if I ever customize this vehicle or any vehicles, I can throw them into level B1. All right, let's take a look at level B2. Maybe, just maybe, I have vehicles scattered here. I highly doubt it, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, we actually do have vehicles here. All right, interesting. So we have, it appears, 3 vehicles. We have the Cavalcade XL. Not a big fan of this SUV, but I think it actually looks pretty nice. It's obviously based off a Cadillac of some sort. And then we have over here the Baller STD. This is one of the newest SUVs added into the game. And to finish off, we have a Coquette D10, which I purchased and customized just for a video the other day. So I guess we do have 3 little scattered vehicles over here. Inside our agency, we should have 20 cars here. One should be missing because I'm currently rearranging vehicles to get some Amani Tech upgrades. So at the top, we have the Coil Cyclone. This is an amazing vehicle. It's got a lot of customization, and while it's not the fastest, I think it looks fantastic. Making our way downstairs, we have some more really, really good customizable vehicles. All supercars in this garage for the most part. Not sure why the Sentinel's here, but I'll remove that at some point, sell it. I don't really care about it. So we have the... Ooh, this is the Narrow Custom. Such a nice car. I literally made a video on this just earlier today talking about why it's the most customizable vehicle. Looks so nice. Then we have the Thrax, and the Thrax is another incredible vehicle. Super, super underrated. If I'm not mistaken, this is based off the Devo, which is just such a nice car. Absolutely love it. I'm a big fan of Bugatti. I don't think that all Bugattis are amazing, but I really like the newer ones. I think they look fantastic. We have another... Oh, no, this isn't an S80R. This is our LM87. Yes, okay. The LM87, one of the best supercars in terms of handling. It's in the top 10. It also has incredible top speed, 128 miles per hour. It's just kind of amazing in every category. Definitely would recommend to pick one of those up. We have the Osiris. This is obviously based off of Pagani. Love the Osiris, one of the coolest looking cars in the game. And we have the Turismo. Turismo, again, we have 2 of them. All right, over here, we have an RE7B, absolutely amazing supercar. We have an FMJ, this is based off the Ford GT in real life, and the Ocelot Virtue. This is my favorite supercar, right up there next to a lot of others, but in terms of overall use case, this is probably my most used supercar. My favorite looking supercar, oh man, Italy GTB Custom, amazing. Such a nice looking supercar, really can't complain. Oof, we got so many good cars. I honestly forget about all the cars I've purchased and upgraded because of how many I have, but man, there are so many that I like. We have the Reaver down here, although that's actually not my Reaver, but still a Reaver nonetheless. We've got a Bravado Banshee 900R, one of the fastest supercars for a long time. We have another Koenigsegg, another Entity XXR in this garage. We have the Devastate, not my favorite vehicle, but still pretty nice, and the, oh boy, this is one that I need to change the wheels on, which is the Pfister 811. I have drift tires on it because of the fact I was doing a challenge with my friend. We had snowy, and when it was snowing out, we put drift tires on the worst handling car, and this is what we decided to do, and it was quite painful. Over here, we have another Tesseract. I think this is one of the nicest looking liveries in the game, paired with this color I put on. Absolutely amazing. We have a Dubachi Champion with its Amani Tech armor. We have a Ignis, is this what it is? Yes, a Pegassi Ignis here. I think it looks great. It's one of the only cars I have in brown, but I think it looks fantastic in brown. We have another Torero XO, another very sleek design, and another Zarusso. You can see there are definitely some duplicates here and there, not because of the fact that I want to buy 2 of the same vehicle, but it's more just because of the fact that, again, I make reviews on these vehicles and I need to purchase them again because it's easier just to buy a new car and customize it than to unupgrade a car I already have and then upgrade it again. Now we make our way inside of the nightclub, and I would actually say the nightclub has some of my nicest cars. I have so many fantastic sports cars here, and this is indeed a sports car garage. So in front of us we have the LG Retro Custom. Absolutely amazing sports class, or not sports classic, just sports car. Absolutely amazing. Love the design of it. We have the Visser Neo, super fast vehicle, fantastic to mess around with. We have the Tropos Rally, one of the coolest looking just overall sports cars. I love the design of it, based off of Lancia Stratus in real life. This is the Pfister Growler, if I'm not mistaken. No, Pfister Comet S2. The Growler is another tuner Pfister, but we can see this vehicle looks amazing. It's got so much customization. I love the tuners cars because Rockstar gave so much customization available for them. Over here we have the Hot Ring Saber. Really, really nice sports car. Not my favorite, but still a fun vehicle. We have the Ocelot Pariah. This is the fastest sports car, or one of the fastest sports cars you can buy in the game if you are a you know, PC player like me. We have the Vector. Oh man, I love the Vector. Another tuner car. Tuners' vehicles are just so good. And this one, I mean, it looks amazing. I love the Vector. This is obviously based off of some sort of Lexus, probably an RCF or something like that. This is a Mercedes AMG GTR. Absolutely amazing. In GTA, it's called the Schlagen GT. Fantastic customization for it. Love the car. This is another Coquette D10, and to finish off, we have probably my favorite sports car in the game, which is the Comet Pfister Safari. Such a fun vehicle to mess around with. This garage, I just love the aesthetic of the Nightclub Garage. I think it looks super, super nice. They give you so much spacing in between the vehicles instead of squeezing them next to each other like a lot of the other garages have. And, I mean, as you could tell, they just look amazing there. So our garage level 2 here, we got another huge chunk of sports cars that are really nice. Although we have one sedan, it looks like, which is the BMW sedan in real life. This is the Ubermacht Reinhardt. Super nice vehicle. Big fan of it. It's actually got really good handling and top speed, surprisingly. And I like the look of it, so can't get all too mad that it's in this garage. Over here, we obviously have the original Supra. This is the Dinker Jester Classic. Dinker, yes, Dinka Jester Classic. We have another Tundra Panther. This is my upgraded one, which I actually think looks absolutely amazing with that French livery on it. We have the Dinka Jester RR. Almost said the Dinker again, but yes, this is the new Supra that was released probably in 2020 in real life. Really nice car as well. We have a Annis ZR350. This is just a tiny little vehicle, and I think it looks great. I really like the livery on it. I really like the customization. Again, another tuner's car, so really can't complain. This is the Corsita, if I'm not mistaken, and yes, the Corsita. Wow, what a nice looking sports car. Not only does it have great top speed, not only does it have great handling, acceleration, but it looks amazing. What a nice car. We have the Obey 8F Drafter. Yep, I thought for a second it was the 9F, but there's a 9F as well, which we'll probably run into at some point. The 8F, I actually really like the look of it. It's kind of like an Audi paired with a muscle car, and I think it looks great. We have here, this is the S2 Cabrio. I always get the Comets confused because they're all very similar, but I actually really like the Cabrio. Nice car, great customization. We have another Pfister Comet SR, and to finish off, we have the Ford RS200 in real life, or in this game, the Vapid GB200. Really, really nice vehicle. Absolutely love it, especially because it's such a nice vehicle when it comes to the rallying capabilities. So now we arrive to basement level 4. This is the final garage inside of our nightclub. This is, again, going to have a bunch of sports cars, and, ooh, we got some good ones in here. All right, starting off, we have the Cypher, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the Cypher is a nice car. It's not the best on handling or top speed, but I think it looks really nice, so no sadness coming from me. We have this. Oh, man, I love the Ocelot Pariah. What a nice looking sports car. In fact, it's still probably one of my favorite looking sports cars in the game. Over here, we have what appears to be another Cinco Mila. Yup, another one. I really like this as well. This nice midnight blue. So I got a midnight purple fading with bright purple, and then we got a midnight blue. We have this, which is the Pfister Neon, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And then we have the Dinka RT3000. Yes. I actually love the RT3000. I was going to put this in yesterday's video for most customizable car, but there were just so many other options I had to put this more in like 6th to 7th place, but I love this car. It's a little tiny vehicle with a big powerful engine, and I mean, I just think it looks super, super nice. We arrive over here, which is the Comet Retro Custom. Really nice vehicle. I love the customization. This is the Ubermacht Sentinel Classic. Really, really clean car as well. I think there's also another variant of this vehicle, which we'll probably have somewhere, which is the Benny's version. We have the Locust, Ocelot Locust. It's a Lotus in real life, so obviously Lotus and Locust, pretty close names. Super fun vehicle. It's actually really fun to mess around with and drive. However, I'm not going to say that its handling's the best, because it's not. We have this, which is actually still one of the best handling cars in all of GTA for PC, which is the Italy GTO. Really surprising that it still holds up so well, but obviously amazing. I could be wrong, but this kind of reminds me of the Ferrari Scuderia. But either way, really nice car. And then we do indeed have the Obey 10F. I knew the 10F was somewhere here, and it's the last vehicle sitting inside of our nightclub. You know what's kind of crazy? We are probably only halfway through all the vehicles in the game. I'm going to try and go through them a little bit faster, just list the names and say if I like them, because at this point, I don't want this video to last like 18 years. So this is my armored vehicle garage. This is where I try to store all my weaponized vehicles, but I think it's filled out, so I can't really fill anymore. We got the half track, we got the Duke O'Death, We have the APC Paragon R Armored, super cool vehicle. If you're wondering how to get this, because it is a rare, only unlockable car, you have to participate in Mrs. Baker missions inside of the casino. And we have a Duke O'Death, finishing off with the first level, being the Patriot Mil Spec. I really like the Patriot Mil Spec. The problem with that vehicle is that it just doesn't have enough ground clearance for me. It's supposed to be a Hummer, and Hummers have some of the best off-roading in real life, and yet in this game it's kind of mid. Over here we have the Obey Ominous EGT, we have a Dubachi Champion, and we have a Scramjet. The reason we're actually missing a vehicle in this slot is because there was another champion that I had in here, but I had to go bring it over to the Amani Tech area to mess around with it and change some of the customization. That's why you saw the vehicle sitting over there. So there's always some mix matching while I'm messing around with videos behind the scenes, and that's where that vehicle is. Up top here, we have absolutely amazing. This is the GTO Stinger TT. Fantastic vehicle. We have the Emrys. I'm not sure why the Emrys is here, but it is. Probably, again, me swapping out vehicles. We have the Zaba. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. The Stromberg, Deluxo, and to finish off, the Buffalo STX. This is actually a really nice garage. We got so many different vehicles chilling in it, and apart from this singular one here, every other vehicle is indeed an armored, weaponized car. Garage number 2 inside of our office building is the Supercar Garage. This should be fully stocked, as I have not moved any vehicles in and out of this garage in literally 5-6 months. Starting off, we have the XA21, Krieger, and Emrys. These are two of the best lap time cars on PC. Absolutely fantastic. We have another Autark, we have a Cheetah, and a Xeno. So we got a lot of really, really nice vehicles. There's a lot of people that always comment how I make my vehicles super flamboyant with the brightest liveries possible. And as you can tell in this garage here, that just isn't necessarily the case. I do have some bright colored vehicles, which we can take a look at here, but I also have cars that are quite sleek and quite minimalistic. This, one of my favorite vehicles in the game, the Progen Tyrus. We have the ETR-1, the T20, Zentorno, Ubermach SC1, one of the worst supercars in the game. We have the Dubachi Wagner, and this, I forgot the name, the Vision. Yes, the Vision is actually really nice. It's pretty good price tag for how fantastic the vehicle is. One of the nicest looking cars as well. And then we take a look at the final garage level upstairs, which has a couple other really cool cars. This is a vehicle at one point that was one of the most fan favorite cars in the game, the X80 Proto. Nowadays, well, not many people talk too much about it, but I really like the X80 Proto. Another GP1, another Tempesta. This is a vehicle that you won't see all too often, the Tygon. It's a cool car, but I don't know, it just doesn't look that good personally. I don't love the back design of it. This is a vehicle you probably don't even know exists, being the Taipan. Very different from the Tygon. Similar name sounding though. I actually like the Taipan. I think it looks really cool. I just don't love the spoiler options on the back, but honestly a really, really nice vehicle. We have a Vaca. This is the cheapest supercar in the game, $240,000. And then to finish off, we have the Tyrant. This is a really big vehicle. I don't know why Rockstar made it so large. It's actually a really nice car. It's just super, super chunk, which makes it kind of funny when you look at it. So this is my supercar garage. If I'm not mistaken, this should be indeed my sports classic garage. Probably my favorite garage in the game. Starting off, we have the Monroe. This is based off a Lamborghini Mira. Absolutely love that car. We have this, which is a very fast Ocelot Swinger. Not, you know, the best vehicle in terms of everything, but it's a fun car, and it looks really nice. This is the Cheburek. Yes, it is the Cheburek. Kind of a Soviet-style box. This vehicle, kind of a meme, but I think it looks really nice once you get it fully customized, so I'm not going to get too mad about it. This is the, oh crap, the Pagali? The Pagali, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, my brain's still, it's trying to come up with some names here, and I haven't looked at this garage in a while. This is the GT500, really, really nice car. I think it looks fantastic. And to finish off, we have the Viserys down here. I think the craziest part about all these vehicles to me is that I can literally not only name almost every single one of them, but I remember customizing each and every single one of these cars, why I purchased them. It's just so cool to kind of go back and take a look at little snippets of each memory, making each video and customizing each car. It's pretty dang fun. So over here, we have another kind of chill sports classic. We in fact have both of them here, which is the Stinger and Stinger GT. They're all right. I mean, they look nice, but that's about as much as they get. They're a little slow. Then we have the Coquette Blackfin, one of my favorite muscle cars, based off of clearly a 1950s and 60s style Corvette. Front's a 50s, but the back's like a 62, which is kind of funny. We also have another Corvette. This is more of a 70s style, maybe 63. The back of it looks like a 63, but the front of it's, I don't know. Rockstar messes around a lot with the Corvettes in this game, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly what model they're based off of. This is the Jaguar XJ220 in real life, or in the game, the Ocelot Penetrator. Of course, they had to go with that name, but still a fun vehicle. We got the Mamba, and to finish off, oh man, I love this car, the Karen 190Z. It's basically the original version of the Nissan Z in real life, and I just love the car. Such a nice vehicle. All right, making our way upstairs, we do have an armored vehicle for some reason here. I'll have to swap that out, being the Night Shark. We have the Hot Knife. Yep, the Hot Knife's kind of fun. Not the best vehicle. It is kind of tiny. Look at how your character fits into this car. Look, it's so funny. But it's still a really fun vehicle to mess around with. Over here, we have the Ardent. It's all right. Not much crazy going for it, but it's a fun vehicle. This is the Hustler. I tried to make it kind of like a rat rod style. We got some rust on the front of it. We have, ooh, I really like this is the Zion Classic. The Zion Classic is a sleeper. It looks amazing, and I never thought I'd like it that much, but when I fully customized it, it looks amazing, so definitely consider picking up the Zion. We got the Roosevelt Valor, and to finish off, the Sterling GT, another amazing looking sports classic. Inside of the nightclub, I know I have some weird vehicles here. I don't even know if all of them are customized. This is kind of the garage where I just throw vehicles that I you know, just needed a spot to store. However, it does actually look like we got a lot of customized vehicles. Starting off, remember earlier I was talking about the Ubermacht Sentinel Classic? Well, this is the wide-body Benny's version that you can upgrade, and it looks so nice. But yeah, absolutely amazing little sports car. I really like it a lot. This is the Benefactor SM722. Not the best vehicle, but it actually has some great liveries, and I think it looks really cool. It's based off the Mercedes-Benz Sterling Moss in real life. This is another Koenigsegg, this one being the Entity MT. It's fast, it's got decent handling, and it's got an HSW upgrade if you're on next-gen console, so kind of checks all the boxes. The monstrosities over here, probably my favorite HSW style, or not HSW style. It is an HSW, but I meant a Monitech. I just love it. It's so nice. It looks amazing. It has some of the best customization in the game for an off-roader. It's just the little truck that can. We have this. This might be the Tacoma. No, it's the Tulip. I never upgraded it, so obviously I didn't care that much about it. We have what appears to be another LM87. Indeed it is. And then to finish off, we got the Boar. Then we got three vehicles in the center column here. This one being the 10F wide body. I knew it was somewhere around here. This is the Terminus. I don't even know if this vehicle's released yet, but it is indeed in my garage from help from a modder. And to finish off, we have the Pegassi Ruffian. I actually really like the Terminus, but yeah, I don't remember if this car is actually released yet or not. I don't think it is. Inside a Stilt house, we have a couple vehicles here. We got a random little go-kart sitting in the corner, the Vito Classic. And then we have the Turismo Amaggio, one of my favorite supercars. Such a nice vehicle. We have another Mesa, and then we have a brand new vehicle that just came out, the Impaler SZ. I'll be honest, the Impaler SE, it's a pretty okay car, but it does have some decent customization, so at least it's got that going for it. Making our way to our Penthouse Garage, we have quite a bit of different vehicles. First of all, we got the unmarked police cruiser. I actually really like this vehicle, looks super duper clean. Then we have all the open wheel cars. So we got the Ocelot R88, we have the PR4, we have the DR1 and the BR8. Obviously, all these are super fun, incredibly fast. This garage here, even though it is one of the smallest features, probably some of the most expensive overall if you were to add up the price tags. These three vehicles alone are probably upwards of 15 million combined. And then we got the unmarked police cruiser, which is another like 3-4 million. We also have two of the newer convertible cars, the Vigero ZX convertible and Dominator GT convertible. I love the Dominator GT convertible. I think this is one of my favorite new muscle cars added into the game. Even though it's kind of a copy of the normal Dominator, it's faster and it has better customization. I love it. We have another Terminus sitting here randomly. We have the Dorado. It's an alright vehicle. Can't really say too much about it. It's kind of based off of a Ram SUV of some sort. And to finish off, we have another Ruffian just kind of randomly sitting here. Move on to a garage I literally almost forgot existed, and that is my arcade garage. I don't know why, I just completely forgot about this. This is my muscle car garage. So all the vehicles here are muscle cars. We have the BF Weevil Custom, super duper fast, crazy vehicle. It's one of the fastest cars in the game. We have a super fun Vapid Dominator GTT. I can't say it's my favorite vehicle, but I think it looks really nice. I'm a big fan of Mustangs and things like that. We got a Drift Tampa here. Drift Tampa is another amazing vehicle. I think this is the Ken Block car, but I could be wrong. Might be another famous, you know, kind of spinny wheelie donut guy, but either way, really fun. This is the Clique with my Christmas livery on it. I love this livery. It looks so nice with the bow tie on the top. We have the Gauntlet Classic Custom, obviously based off the Daytona Superbird or the Pontiac. Either way, it's one of those two. Ooh, we got the Buffalo EVX, such a nice Namani Tech vehicle. I don't know why people hate on this. It's electric, like boo-hoo, deal with it. Electric cars are still pretty cool, and they're definitely the future of automotive transportation in real life. We have the Vigero ZX, absolutely amazing muscle car. Some of the best customization in the game, so really can't complain. Got the Dominator ASP, another amazing customizable muscle car. We have the Vapid Ellie. Yes, it is the Vapid Ellie. This is actually not a missing slot. This is just the ramp to walk up. And to finish off, we have this. I'll be honest, this is probably the first car that I don't fully remember the name of in GTA, and that is the Classique Broadway. I'll remember it now, but yeah, completely forgot about this vehicle. It's actually a pretty fun car. I know you can get a taxi livery for it as well. It's just not my favorite type of car, but surprisingly, it is indeed a muscle car. You wouldn't expect that, but it is. It's actually decently fast because of that. It's just kind of every 1940s style car. We arrive inside of my motorcycle clubhouse, which has, as we can see, a couple different motorcycles. Also, I may have just realized something. The reason that some of my vehicles may have been missing from the garages could also be because of the fact that Moore's Mutual Insurance. Yep, that's probably why. There's a couple vehicles here and there that I forgot about. Let's claim all those. Yep, there you go. That makes more sense. Okay, so we actually missed a couple vehicles, but I'm not going to go back and go through all of them. Alright, so what do we have here? We got the Body 801RR, probably my favorite motorcycle of the bunch. Then we got the Oppressor, the Shitoro, the Western Reaver, the Manchester Scout, and the Power Surge. I would actually say that the Power Surge is another amazing one, and the Reaver. The Reaver is actually the fastest vehicle in Grand Theft Auto Online, right up there next to the Coquette D10. But honestly, all these motorcycles are amazing. I only buy good motorcycles because I don't like motorcycles, to be honest, that much. You'll never see me driving one in real life. I think they're dangerous, and I don't know, I just like having cars with four wheels. So because of that, I don't really own many motorcycles. That's really all I own for my entire collection, apart from random ruffians in my garage. We arrive inside my final garage, this being the facility. I don't know if I have customized cars in my facility. I don't think I do, but I do have some vehicles inside. Oh wait, I saw a car. I saw a singular car. So at least we got that going for us. We got two vehicles. Well, first of all, we have the thruster here. And we also have the Conjali off in the background. And the two vehicles, it looks like we have an LG RH8 and the Karen Hellfire thingy. It's the Karen Hot Ring Everon, that's right. And then we have the LG RH8. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. To what I'm aware, this is every single property that I own in GTA. I may have missed one, and let me know in the comments if I did. But to what I'm aware, these are all the properties I own that store vehicles. I'm not going to do my hangar because that's not really my garage. I mean, I could, but I'm just not going to focus on that today because it's not really what I'm worried about. Either way, that's all of my cars in Grand Theft Auto Online. This video is a lot longer than I thought it would be. But, man, we got a lot to go still. There's probably a good 60 or 70 slots I still could fill with garage vehicles in GTA. So, man, we're definitely going to reach the $1 billion mark before I fill up all my garages. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.